Welcome back to AB's Innovation Park. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of PIP and the entrepreneur in residence of AB's Innovation Park. I'm very excited to be here today. We have a very interesting conversation with Ezzeddine Jules Jradi. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Amazing. So he added the Jules because now he is also a French national and we want to keep our French allies very, very happy. Vive Macron. We're not allowed to say that, are we? We're not. Okay. All right, but we said it. It's fine. So the reason why I'm excited is because Ezzeddine Jules has been in Dubai for over 10 years, but he works in a very interesting industry that I never heard about, which is district cooling. So it's really cool. I can't wait to hear all about it. But Ezzeddine Jules is also one of our mentors at AUB's Innovation Park, and he is supporting the new generation of entrepreneurs, which means he will be supporting you as well. Welcome to our show.
Yeah, good morning, Arthur, and thanks for having me today. So, yeah, as you said, I moved to Dubai 10 years ago. I work in an industry called district cooling. As you already know, the GCC, we have a lot of, we have heat most of the year, and cooling is actually not, it's mandatory to have cooling around nine months of the year. So
it gets very hot in the UAE, because I also live in Abu Dhabi, and this past summer I actually spent it mostly in Lebanon because it was more than 60 degrees at some point. And everyone in Lebanon is complaining it's so hot, and it's like barely 35 degrees, and then we have temperatures that cross 60 degrees, right?
Yeah.
So how do you solve that?
So the challenge is, since cooling consumes 60% of energy, you need economic and you need a sustainable solution to basically cater for cooling 9 months of the year. So district cooling benefits from the economy of scale as well as energy efficiency and consumption awareness. We produce chilled water, which is at 4 degrees. We send it in underground pipes. It goes to facilities and it circulates so that the cooling happens, and then it goes back for us to be cooled again. It's a very efficient and sustainable industry. It takes advantage of energy efficiency. It takes advantage of also water efficiency, because we use water as a medium of energy transfer.
So you have, for example, you would have pipes in a building that are chilled because you have chill water that is running through it, so it lowers the temperature of the entire building, and then the heated water goes back to your facility, gets chilled again, and then goes back to the building. That actually sounds really cool. It feels like a Black Mirror episode. That was so,
and the good thing about it is that you're not using the CFCs, the gases that are harmful to the environment, as well as they produce also CO2, whereas we're using water.
Lara has always said that my gases are harmful to the environment, and on that bombshell, we're going to be back after these songs. We were discussing about your amazing journey in Dubai, but you also came back and now you're supporting the young generation of entrepreneurs. And when I say young, I don't always mean age, right? Young can just mean it's your first time building a startup. And actually the average age of an entrepreneur apparently in the world is like 35 or 40, right? So we still consider them, young entrepreneurs because they're young in their entrepreneurship journey. But why did you decide to come back and support entrepreneurs?
Well, Arthur, I think the main reason is I wanted to spread the word about. I wanted people not to make the same mistakes that I've basically done. Waiting to develop the skills or to find your passion and to understand what is entrepreneurship. I was born in the 70s, right, where things were different at our age.
You don't look like someone that was born a day after 1980.
Thank you, Arthur. But the thing is, many things have changed since then, right? New things emerged, like having a coach, having a mentor, accessibility to data. We were the people who used a dial-up modem to access the internet.
I don't think people know what that is.
Yeah, with the access of availability of data, accessibility of data, and the emergence of this kind of field, right? I wanted, based on my journey, to spread awareness, to leave a legacy, and to tell people, it's not, don't wait. I even had an idea to write a book about life begins at 30. And what I wanted to write in that book was basically to talk about that even if you you start your journey in the corporate world, you need to be thinking like a bipolar person, whereby you work in your corporate world, but at the same time you develop the required skills that will help you to embark on your entrepreneurship journey. For example, what is an investor? What's a venture capitalist? What's a mentor? How do you build up your team? You know,
I feel like we can talk about this for hours, but I do believe that Lara is going to kill us if we do not take a small commercial break. We're on AUB's Innovation Park, and we have with us a very interesting person. So we have with us Ezzeddine Jules, who, you know, is an entrepreneur. He is building amazing things in Dubai. He's mentoring our amazing entrepreneurs at AUB's Innovation Park, but his inspiration apparently was to become a comedian. Can you please tell us more about that?
Well, the thing is, you know, after 25 years of experience, and when being asked about how to introduce yourself in either a meeting or in front of a client or in any situation, it becomes tedious to summarize the 25 years in like 1 minute or 2 minutes. So I stopped looking backward and I started looking forward. So my aspiration right now is basically to retire as a stand-up comedian and to grow my own food.
I love that, because when I was in San Francisco at Draper University and I was on stage and they asked me to share something about myself that no one else knew, and then I told them that one day I will become the Queen of England, and if you say otherwise, then you're both sexist and racist. So I think my inspiration is to retire as the Queen of England. So I completely understand your dream of becoming a comedian who grows their own food. So yeah, I respect that. I feel like you have a lot to say, Lara.
Are you is that how you're just gonna end on just comedy right now?
Yeah, why not? It's difficult.
You would want to be a comedian too?
No, I want to be the Queen of England.
But
Are you being sexist and racist right now? Are you being sexist and racist? Is that a thing? Do you want to be cancelled, Lara? Should we go there?
I feel like you're better off.
All right, so Jules, you said that you were helping people, you know, not do the same mistakes that you did. What are some of those mistakes?
Well, the thing is, in entrepreneurship, I think there are stages that you need to be aware of. For example, what is a good idea? Who needs this idea? How do you validate this idea? And this is where it starts. And be prepared that you might start with an idea that can evolve or emerge over time. So, I mean, don't be rigid. I mean, because in a corporate world, innovation usually doesn't thrive. It's completely the opposite. But there are skills that you could pick up from the corporate world that you can basically utilize them in entrepreneurship. For example, managing politics, understanding the culture, understanding who's the decision maker, pitching yourself among other peers to get promoted or moving forward. So validating the idea, understanding the culture, gaining the right skills, and moving forward. And then I think the most difficult part is the sequence of events, because I know, based on the mentorship I do, is that people think there is a playbook for entrepreneurship, whereas it's basically not. It's more about experimentation, it's more about evolution, and be ready to network a lot, be ready to work on your personal brand. And this is basically these are the advices that I always convey to the people I mentor, because I see most of the time entrepreneurs are either fixated on the idea or fixated on growing the idea. But I mean, if you build an ecosystem of support, and support could be anything. It could be in developing your product, in selling your product, in getting feedback about your product. You don't have to do everything yourself, and that's something I think it links to the corporate world. When you understand that, you know, if you're a leader, you need to delegate. If you're a leader, you need to trust your team. If you're a leader, you need to guide your team. You need to support your team. And that's something, a very important skill that an entrepreneur would basically benefit a lot from it in his journey.
Yeah, I love how Mike Tyson said that everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, right? So, and then when you get punched in the face, you need the right people in your corner. And
Absolutely.
There was another quote that said entrepreneurship is like jumping out of a flaming airplane and then while falling, assembling a parachute.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amazing. What are we listening to, Lara?
Maybe a Justin Bieber song. Just to throw it out there.
Sure. I would never get in the way of your happiness. You know that.
1970s something, Scorpions or something. Just no. So-
Too niche.
So, Ezzeddine Jules, how do people connect with you? Where can people find you?
So, lead by example. Since I advise entrepreneurs to focus on their personal branding, I'm available on LinkedIn. My handle is Ezzeddine Jradi. I make a
Did you
joke.
drop the Jules on
No,
LinkedIn?
I mean, because the account was created before the French nationality. So,
How do you pronounce it? Yeah.
So exactly, it's the name that have double of almost every letter. Again, this is for my stand-up comedy. So it's EZZIDDINE J like Joseph RADI.
Amazing.
This is my LinkedIn.
So 2 Z's, double D's.
Double I.
And I actually
and
stopped
one
listening
N.
after the double D's.
E. So I think there is only one N, and the rest is almost double because E is double, D double, double I, just one N.
Okay, I think we need to summarize. So
And-
it's,
and- no,
it's
and-
Ezzeddine Jules
And the
on
thing-
LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. And the
Yeah.
thing is, Ezzeddine was written using the French way of things because INE in English becomes ein, not. It should be double EN, but INE.
Cool. What's a final piece of advice that you have for people listening who would love to be entrepreneurs, but maybe they don't know if they can make it, or they don't know if they have what it takes, or they're afraid of failing?
People think that when you do mentorship, you're giving more than you're taking, and that's actually wrong. I learn more than I basically teach. So if you want to start your entrepreneurship, my advice is get as close as possible to those who are. Help them in any facility or capacity you can. You can learn from their journey. They can depend on you, and slowly you can develop your skills. So you know what they say. You're the average of the 5 people around you. Make sure that if you're on that journey of entrepreneurship, 4 or 3 of the people around you are doing such things.
Amazing. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, go where entrepreneurs are. Be friends with them. Get in couples with them. Right, Lara? No? Okay. But that's why I love AUB's Innovation Park, because we have this entire network, right? That's how I met you, which is really cool. I met some of the coolest people in the world through AUB. And I think, every person listening here has the opportunity to do the same thing. And I'm going to give you details on how to do that after these songs. Most importantly, everyone, this is your last chance to subscribe and participate in the most exciting challenge on the most exciting stage of Lebanon, because the President's Innovation Challenge is coming up very soon, where you can win more than $50,000 in cash prizes and pitch in front of 400 of the most amazing people from around the world who are going to fly in for this. But the applications are closing today. It is your last chance, so make sure not to miss it. All the details are on the website. And as always, the show is brought to you by the Talal Al-Madi Hazain AUB Innovation Park. We're going to be here every single week because I'm going to introduce you to the most amazing people, the most amazing founders, the most amazing startups and investors out there who are going to support you. My name's Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of PIP and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. Thank you and tune in.